Well, there's red peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, green peppers, purple peppers, white peppers too. Whatever happens to be your favorite color, there's a chili pepper type for you. There's itsy bitsy 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 tiny peppers, some as small as a pea. And there's really long peppers as tall as you and me. All peppers came from Bolivia, it's in South America. Now they grow about everywhere, even in Minnesota.
Peppers are one of the most culturally accepted foods throughout the world. They can range from extremely spicy, like a Carolina Reaper, to sweet, like a bell pepper. All peppers are edible. There are no poisonous species of peppers, and ornamental peppers have been bred for appearance and usually are hot and have little to no flavor. The word pepper refers to many different families of plant, but this video will focus on family Solanaceae, genus Capsicum.
The earliest evidence of chili peppers in North America has been identified in Chihuahua, Mexico. Capsicum, as presently perceived, includes at least 25 species, 4 of which have been domesticated. Similarities in the chilies lead researchers to believe that there were at least 2 distinct events of domestication, one in South America, specifically southern Brazil to Bolivia, and a second one in Central America. On his first journey to the Western Hemisphere, Christopher Columbus mistakenly called the fiery chili pod pepper because of its heat, thinking it was related to black pepper.
Peppers are a multi-billion-dollar industry internationally and a multi-million-dollar industry domestically. The U.S. has experienced an increase in demand for peppers over the past 3 decades due to the changing American diet and a growing influence of a diverse immigrant population. However, domestic pepper production has declined by 50% since 1992 because of the implementation of the North American Free Trade Agreement. It affected the competitive advantages and disadvantages of individual chili pepper producing states. Currently, the highest pepper producing countries are China, Mexico, and Turkey, and the U.S. comes in 5th.
We spoke with Dr. David Baumler, an assistant professor in the Department of Food Science and Nutrition at the University of Minnesota, who is studying the diversity of chili pepper varieties for the antimicrobial properties and vitamin content.
Really ancestral types are called bird peppers. Every country in the world's got a variety of a bird pepper, they call it. And they're all really small, they're hot, they're red, and they grow straight up in the air. So people selected for varieties that would grow downward to keep them hidden from the birds from the foliage. They selected for ones that were bigger, also didn't have as much heat. And then there's also like the main stem that comes off a pepper is called a pedicle. Okay? These ancestral varieties, once that pepper is red and it's ripe, if you barely come and touch it, it will fall off of the pedicle. Okay? So if there was wind or storm, stuff like this, a lot of the peppers would fall off the plant and then onto the ground before harvesting. So if you grow like a sweet bell pepper variety in your garden today, it's been selected to have a very strong association with that pedicle. And it's almost impossible to actually pick a pepper from the actual stem and the pedicle. And in fact, you almost have to completely crack or cut that pepper off. They're not easy to harvest because we've domesticated these varieties and selected for those very traits.
Breeding programs at different corporations and universities focus on breeding pathogen resistance, increased yield, increased carotenoid content, and ease of mechanical harvest. According to Paul Bosland, a pepper breeder at the Chili Pepper Institute in New Mexico, pepper is an enigma within the Solanaceae family. Unlike other plants in the family, peppers cannot undergo genetic transformation with Agrobacterium, making some breeding projects difficult or impossible. Utilizing a CMS system is advantageous over a traditional breeding system due to the fact that one can obtain 100% male sterile plants for direct use of an A-line in a hybrid seed production system. The increasing importance of male sterility stems from the growing involvement of seed companies in producing elite F1 hybrids. Interspecific hybridization has been used to improve many solanaceous crops, particularly with respect to pest and disease resistance. Many plants in the family have provided barriers to interspecific gene exchange, such as unilateral incompatibility, occurring when pollen of a self-incompatible species is compatible on the self-compatible pistil, but not vice versa.
Well, there's red peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, green peppers, purple peppers, white peppers too. Whatever happens to be your favorite color, there's a chili pepper type for you. There's itsy bitsy 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 tiny peppers, some as small as a pea. And there's really